Another update, and this one is surprisingly not a boring one. And I'd arguably say that this one is one of, if not the best update, or should I say, one of the best updates of all time, not gonna lie, but I'm not gonna laze this one too much. And yes, I know that there are some problems with this update, but I think the good part might outweigh the bad part. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe and also like this video so more people can see this video. Anyway, let's get right into it. So, the good part of this update. So, what was the main thing about this update? I'd probably say the Doflamingo raid. Now, don't click off the video yet, but let's be real for real. The concept of this raid was so good that I think it blows every other game mode in the water. This raid has two acts, and the first act is something that most players should be able to clear, which has a 2% drop rate for Doflamingo and 2% drop rate for Chopper. The Chopper Familiar. And yeah, that's pretty decent. And also has a 75 PD to guarantee Doflamingo. Yes, those rates aren't that good for a 6 to 7 minutes game mode if you ask me, but yeah, for an act 1 it is decent. And the second act isn't accessible from the lobby. You gotta figure out a puzzle in the first act while playing it to proceed to the second act. The way the puzzle works is pretty simple, not gonna lie, yeah, pretty basic. You gotta find a place to uh, 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 enter your code, and to find that code is to wait till the wave number text has an outline of blue, or that's a weird color. That means that the number is the correct digit for the code. Once you get all the digit of code right, you get teleported into the second act. This is kind of a simple concept, but I did enjoy it. So once in the second act, you have to let the innocent mobs get through and try to avoid killing them. By the way, this act has 4 paths and 2 on each side of the map, I guess. Also, it is pretty much soloable, but don't worry. Also, keep in mind that enemies will spawn, so you gotta be careful to kill the enemies and not the innocent mobs, which can be really hard, but it is challenging at least. Also, what makes this game mode entertaining is that you would probably have to be constantly watching out for like mobs and innocent mobs, I guess. So yeah, you would probably have to use your brain power this time. And yeah, you think that's it, right? Nah, because once enough innocent get through, then Doflamingo will spawn near your base. But in a standstill mode, and some barrels will start to spawn. You gotta avoid all the barrels so they can hit Doflamingo. And once 5 barrels hit Doflamingo, yeah, he will trigger the next stage, or should I say, the next phase for the Act 2. And in this phase, you'd basically have to try to kill Doflamingo while he have 100 million HP, and some clones will try to come, and if those clones are able to touch Doflamingo, then you're cooked, because 3 clones is an instant kill. But yeah, I think it's pretty good. And you have a 50% chance of obtaining Doflamingo or the Chopper Familiar. And this was a pretty easy one for me, but the only annoying part, yeah, I'm just gonna leave that for the bad part. But for now, this is pretty good for something you're gonna do for like about 10, I think 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes. Pretty good, pretty entertaining for me at least. If you are a macro player, yeah, this is bad news for you. But if you are an active player, yeah, you're pretty good. So why did I say this was a good game mode? Simply It adds collaboration and also fun to the game instead of being a slog. Yeah, basically. But someone might say AV is meant to be played by solo players that are friendless, and to those people, I'm gonna say is AV finally added matchmaking, or should I say they fixed it, the matchmaking system, and a functional one with this matchmaking. It is easy to play with other players without wasting an effort going on Discord or begging players from the lobby, I guess. So yes, this game mode will be enjoyed by almost everyone, and also for those people who are worried about Roblox chat changes, I think you're fine, because from what I've seen is that when you use this matchmaking system, it probably puts you in someone which has the same age, or should I say the same age bracket as you. I wanted to ask a dev about this, but I couldn't get access because we aren't that big, but maybe one day. Anyway, what else do we need to talk about? Okay, now let's talk about the units. So, Doflamingo is a pretty interesting unit. Doflamingo can basically be a soul unit because he can multiply himself. Crazy things like if you put Doflamingo on your team and there's no other units on that team, or let's just say if you have empty slot, Doflamingo will just fill it up for you. So that means you will get another Doflamingo. Shanks is a pretty interesting one. I play Shanks. Shanks bypasses some other passive and some other effects. I don't want to get too deep in this, but Shanks is one of the best unit from this update. Zoro does some interesting stuff. Yeah, we don't have Sanji, but Whitebeard has a crazy nuke and also has one of the best support capabilities in the game right now, which is bypassing enemies armors and stuff like that. Yeah, he has a pretty interesting stuff, man. And I think that's the it's for the good part of this update, because I don't think that we got that much thing to talk about. This is just in part 2 of an update, let's just say a sequel. So yeah, let's move on to the bad part of this update. First of all, let's talk about the models, bro. Look at this Shanks model will be on the screen right now. Where did you get this from? Now, from One Piece, or this is just from Timu, I guess. You got this from a fraud piece. At this point, I know you trying to not get hit by the DMC, but me, man, like you could have make anything but this model, bro. The main problem with this model is the hair, because I don't know who made the hair, but man, you are truly a Mihawk fan. And also the model designer, we are fans too. Another issue is the rift, because obtaining Shanks is related to the rift, and the rift spawns every 3 hours, bro. Please change it to 1 hour, because this is so stupid. I have to wait for a full 3 hours to get 30 to 50 of those stupid shorts when the character is 2%. And to guarantee, you need 500. And yeah, let me do a quick math real quick. We have 24 hours in a day. Most people won't be grinding all those 24 hours, because you got sleep, you got school and stuff like that. Also, for 24 hours you're getting about 280 to 320, but as someone who goes to school and stuff like that, you will barely even get 200 a day, bro. 'Cause, like, come on, man, come on, what are we doing, bro? Which is I don't know, bro. Like this is a worst obtainment in AV in the till this day, bro. Like, even the white beer event is better than this thing, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing? And uh yeah, and next thing is the white beer event, which is an infinite mode like event, which are pretty boring, not gonna lie. You can only do it solo, and I'm not having that much issue with it. But man, this is pretty boring. I think AV gotta step up the game a little bit, bro. Like we gotta make infinite type event a little more interesting, bro. Like this is too boring, and I don't know what you can do. It's just boring. Even though they give you a full team of one piece units, you don't need to have units if you're a new player. Yeah, this mode might be good for you, and you can pretty much grind an easy 150 rerolls. But for me, this is just something that wasted or takes all of your time, because like to get like to wave 100 to just get about 50, sometimes 150 or 50 coins, bro. And Whitebeard needs like 600 coins to evolve, and Whitebeard has a chance of dropping, but still, still, this is not that good, and it just feels too boring and just too I don't know what I'm gonna say about this part, but still, they gotta improve it. The next part will probably be the raid act 1 to a 2, because if you don't know, if you are a player that doesn't know nothing about this game, this or should I say do know nothing about the puzzle, you're cooked, at least till you go to the Discord server and ask for help. I'm not sure that you will be able to understand it, and you will just be claiming Act 1, which is something that they need to fix too. Like maybe as something that will give what is it again? Yeah, that will give hint that are not too vague and understandable at least. So yeah, that's also a thing that they gotta fix. So besides from those things I just mentioned, yeah, there isn't that much bad part about this update. So I think there can still be improvement, and many improvement on the way, I guess. Yeah, we probably getting the next update in a month, or should I say in 2 to 3 weeks. And I think I'm expecting some greatness from the update. Anyway, yeah, that I think that's it for me today. If you want more content like this, yeah, I'm always there to be up for you. Anyway, subscribe, like, Zymer of the game.